Hi, my name is Hannah, and when I was 15 years old, I developed pretty severe eating disorder, and I was diagnosed with anorexia nervosa. I had a lot of doctors tell me you're going to be hospitalized because your heart rate is at a 40 and the minimum should be a 60, and any day you could die of a heart attack. And so I had to make some radical decisions, and so I thought it was a good idea to turn to drugs, which obviously isn't, but I was a very broken 15-year-old who just desperately wanted to be loved and beautiful and thin, and so I thought drugs would be the answer. I think drugs and alcohol have such a grip on my generation for many reasons, one being our society, culture. It's a way to heal our wounds. It's great. You can check out. You don't have to acknowledge the pain that's going on in your life. I'll tell you what, I'd much rather, back in the day, do some pretty illegal things than go to therapy. It was so much easier. So there's that aspect. And then if your friends are doing it, the peer pressure. And I think we also belittle or diminish the power that drugs and alcohol can have on a person. I think I went in going, this is just a diet pill. It started off with amphetamines. So in my head, I rationalized it. I never went into drug use thinking I'd ever become a full-blown addict. All I wanted was to look beautiful, and so it was this obsession for perfectionism, but also this bonus of escapism. Because I was in so much pain, I was able to completely numb myself. My rock bottom actually is associated with a date, and that is the 10th of June, 2015. I woke up and I knew that I would be waking up for the last time. At least that's what I wanted. And so I had a flawless plan to take my life by overdosing on opioids. And so obviously that was not successful, but the doctors to this day say it's a miracle that I don't have brain damage and I'm still alive from that overdose. It was my wake-up moment, and I had a friend who was a believer who loved me through thick and thin and said, I think you should just download the Bible app. That could be a really great start for you. And I basically started yelling at God for a good month, like talking to him and just saying, I don't know if you're there. I don't know if you're real, but I need some answers and I need you to show up for me. And it became this gradual progression of falling in love with the Lord and his word and getting involved in community. I felt that love immediately when I became a believer. If I'm no longer the old Hannah who did some pretty messed up things and found herself in some pretty bad situations, but I'm a daughter of the King, and to me, that's just such a game changer. So a year or so later, after going through that ordeal, my mom and I were talking in the kitchen, and she didn't find out about the overdose until much later. And we were just sharing and adding up dates and time frames. And she said, wait, the 10th of June, I know that date. I was like, wait, what do you mean? And apparently she had a really bad headache, and she turned to my dad in the car and said, we need to pray for Hannah's head. She's not okay. We have to pray for Hannah. And in that moment, they prayed for me. And I think I'm just so overwhelmed by that story even today in 2020, because they were faithful in their prayers for me. I was a reckless teen and young adult. And it's just so cool to see faith in action. And my parents had no idea what I was doing, but they had radical faith and prayed for me. And I truly believe that is a testament to why I'm still here today.